Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about switching to Linux, but stopped because you assumed it meant coding, terminal commands, or something complicated? Here's the truth. You don't need any of that. In this video, I'm going to show you how to find and install everything you need using simple clicks, just like an app store. No terminal, no stress. If you're new to Linux, your best friend, I'm telling you, your best friend will be the software manager. I have it in my menu here, but if you can't find it there, I think I put it there, I'm not sure, but type in software and it'll pop up. Once it's open, it's like going to the App Store or Microsoft Store. You have a search bar up here and you have categories of apps here. Of course, they have the top rated and they have this little bar across that shows you some of the popular, most often used, none of which I really use. But anyway, it's simple to use. So let's say you wanted to replace Photoshop. So I'm typing in Photoshop, and of course I won't find Photoshop on the Linux software manager, but they have a program that is like Photoshop. Excuse me. And you can do, I think, pretty much everything you can do in Photoshop. I don't use Photoshop, but you can read the reviews and you can look at the stars to see what people think and say about it, and it could give you an idea about the program. The best part of it is you can install it. You're not paying for it. You don't have to sign up. You can use it, and if you don't like it, you can uninstall it. Something I'm more familiar with is the Microsoft Office suite. So I don't use Word and Excel anymore. What I did was I installed LibreOffice. Now, LibreOffice is an office suite that is compatible with a lot of the Microsoft text, spreadsheets, presentations, formula drawing, the whole thing. So just click install. These are all the things that will be installed with it to make it work. Click continue. Of course, the thing about Linux is you have to authenticate a lot, so you don't have to worry about somebody coming into your account and going willy-nilly with it. You have to have the password, which I like, and sometimes it gets to be a bit much. So I'll let this install and I'll come back once it's installed. So now that it's installed, I'm going to launch it. So Writer is the equivalent to Word, and then we have Excel, which is Calc. And what else do we have here? Oh, I just want to close this. Presentations, draw, math-based database. I only use Writer and Calc, so I can't give you a whole lot of information. All I know is it is compatible with Word and Google Docs. So if you have some of those documents, you can open them up in here, which I think is a good thing. Plus, this is free and it works. Now, if you're truly unsure of what you're looking for, just go to the categories. I've downloaded a bunch of games because my grandkids like the games. You can go to your internet and find other things. I can't tell you what all these are. FileZilla, I do know what that one is. But it's a matter of just going in and exploring. You don't have to go to the terminal. You don't have to type in code. So the user interface is graphical, and pretty much you can find all that you're looking for. And now that you have some programs installed, you can either pin them to the panel at the bottom or put them on your desktop. And that's easy to do also. So let's just say I already have LibreOffice pinned. So let's find a program that I have on here. Let's say I have Brave. I already have it pinned to the panel down at the bottom here. But if I wanted to pin it to desktop, I just add to desktop, and there it is. And if I didn't want it there, I just move it to trash. That just moved the icon. It did not move the program itself. Of course, every time you install software, you can expect that there will be updates. Fortunately, Linux has a nicer way of updating your programs. They let you decide when you want to update it, unlike Microsoft. Down here is an update manager, and here will list what needs to be updated if you choose to update it. All you have to do is click install updates and it will do it. Of course, you have to authenticate first, but it will do the update and install whatever packages that are there. But you can control when that happens. You can do it in the morning, afternoon, evening. It won't happen when you're knee deep in the middle of a project. Linux won't leave you high and dry the way Microsoft does. And you'll also notice there are no ads here. Now you'll notice I installed all these programs without going to the terminal. But if you really want to play around in the terminal, you click on it and you can play around with it. I am not ready to play with the terminal, so I do things using the software manager. You can accomplish a lot with that. So there are several things that I find to be the advantage with the Linux and the programs. One, it's ad-free. Two, it's financially free. Three, you can install programs, and when you no longer want them or need them, you can uninstall it. And with Linux, it doesn't leave leftover files on your system. Whatever files they use to install, they remove them all. So it keeps your system running cleaner. At the risk of sounding like a broken record and a Linux advocate, I just want to go over what we did here. We found software, we installed it, we replaced some of the programs that you have on Windows, all without touching the terminal. And on top of that, there are no ads, no tracking, no subscriptions, just a system that works. If you've been hesitant to try Linux, this is your sign. Start simple, just like this, and experiment.